Howdy y'all, welcome on into the campfire. Couple here, and we are getting into Valheim in today's stream. We're actually going to be doing a lot of Ashlands, running around. We've been doing some diving in the Ashlands, and we've promptly been getting eaten up alive. There's so many mobs and so much lava everywhere. But we still got to get through it. But today's mission is pretty much we are needing to gather as much materials as we can. Got to get the new metals. We got to start finding the bell pieces we can craft. I think we have to craft like 3 bells or something like that. We did manage to find the location to where the boss is, the last and final boss until the Deep North comes out. I ran into it. I haven't actually found like the little thing that says, oh, here's the icon to it. So at least we know where it is. But we need to start building a Ashlands base. So the big things that we're going to be doing today, other than just gathering materials and running around trying to survive, is actually building some type of stronghold somewhere. Got to figure out where, but we got to build something. That way we can start crafting, building, and staying alive over there. That'd be freaking phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal if we could actually do that. The other thing I need to do is I want to upgrade the outside of my current house because we did get the new wood from Ashlands. We're going to be doing a lot of that, so it's going to be pretty fun. I don't really have a whole lot of announcements today other than the last stream. We did play some The Long Dark. Had a lot of fun playing around in there. We finished up, we 100%ed the Long Dark survival run, Stalker run. So that was awesome. I mean, when I say 100%ed, I mean 100%ed all the areas. So all the current and DLC territories and map locations we've been to, went through everything. We found all the good key things and whatnot. Now there's still a lot to do. There's the little side mission to go back through all those other places and get all the towers, but at this point for the Stalker run it's not needed to do. So in the future we're going to be doing a harder run. I'm actually blanking on what it's called. Actually super blanking on what it's called. But it's the one above Stalker. So we're going to try to do that on a future stream. We still have plenty of Winter Mute coming out. And in addition to Winter Mute coming out on YouTube, I'm actually going to try to start really getting things on Rumble as well, and setting up on Kick for additional streaming. This weekend, I'll be actually able to sit down and get that kind of figured out. And hopefully we get my new avatar all situated for next week. I'm going to be trying to do that this weekend. I got the person all set up. I just need to get it fully rigged up and everything. So I'll have that. Hopefully I can get some additional things for Twitch, but I'm trying to get Rumble and Kick all squared away so I can have more multiple streams. And if we continue growing on stream and actually doing this, maybe I'm going to try to extend this out instead of once a week. We do twice a week, so it'll be Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think that would be a good solid split between the two. So we'll get that. Try to get an additional stream in here. I got to negotiate that with my boss, my wife. So we got to see how well that goes. But anyways, no, we got quite a bit coming. I just got to get the time to do so. Fortunately, was not able to do it this past weekend. I was not. I just didn't have the opportunity. I mean, sometimes you just got to learn things. Now, I did learn some 40K. Now, which jumping into 40K, get a little segue from video games. I do have a future. I believe it's going to be. Let me pull up my lovely calendar. And everything. Calendar. Nope. It's not my calendar. Where's my calendar? There it is. So not next week, but the week after. So it'll be probably August 11th is where that stream, because that's going to be the Tuesday of August. I might actually, well, I'm going to talk to my brother that's going to be playing, and my nephew is going to be showing us more of the ropes. We might be playing some tabletop simulator Warhammer 40K. I don't know if any of y'all are actually into all that, but we actually have a good like week section that we're going to probably try to play as much as that we possibly can, learning and trying to build a military that I actually like. I got two that I'm looking at that I really want to do, so we're going to be playing and testing those throughout the week, and so we might do a Warhammer 40K stream. Just, I know that's off, it's not video games, but it is on Tabletop Simulator. We might just change up a little bit, maybe have a little bit of fun with that. See what that's all about. Again, I'm still in the learning stages, so still a lot to learn from it. But that's going to be in the future. No promises if we actually do that. No promises with that, but it's a possibility. So I just want to put it out there for anybody that's catching this now that is into Warhammer 40K or is interested in learning, that want to pop in if we actually do it and learn with us. But the two armies that I'm looking at is the Grey Knights and the Viking ones. I can't I'm blanking on the actual name. So like I said, I'm still just getting into this whole thing. But at least this will help me determine what army I actually like and whatnot. I have played a little bit, learned a little bit of the basic combat rules. It was a lot of fun. I'm actually enjoying it, so that's a possibility. But outside of that, we have, I think I mentioned Power World. I'll have a new video dropping tomorrow on day one, back into Power World 1.0. Decided to get back into it, and it's still super fun. There's some new pals out there, so we're building up, we're growing. So that's going to be another little series coming out as well. Super been enjoying that. But yeah, hopefully I can get a 2 days a week streaming. So every Tuesday and Thursday. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition. Maybe not this week, but starting next week, maybe. We're still trying to figure out the timing and whatnot. Outside of that, that's about it. So let's get straight into Valheim. We got a lot to do. We're going to be on for quite a while to try to achieve all that. So without further delay, y'all, let's get to riding. All right, let's get up and stand in this thing. I think it's nighttime. Yeah, I think so. It looks like it's nighttime. Make it rest, sleep. Other thing that I've figured out is I really probably need bludgeoning weapons and frost things. That's why I have like, it's not Mjolnir, it's Frostnir or whatever it is. Right, it's this guy. Now it is level 3. I'm gonna see if I can upgrade it one more time. I know it's not the strongest bludgeoning one out there, but it does frost damage. When you have it level 3 doing frost damage, it might actually help out a little bit to these guys. Also, a couple other things we need to do. We need some more food. I need to put these. Put you up there. We need to take all those and take the salads. This is also, that's the newsstand. I'm going to hold off on the newsstand, but I'm going to take the meat pies now. We're going to take the meat pies. We're also going to grab a couple of healing potions. 2-7. There we go. I think that will be pretty solid. But yeah, I learned a lot. I did quite a bit of dying in the last little bit. Quite a bit of it. So, I want to get back over to our barn real quick. I want to look in our barn and our little spots over here and see. I want to bring. A couple things I'm going to bring with me is to need to set up a portal for all this. So 20. We need links 2 and 10 eyeballs. Hopefully I have some eyeballs in here. I know I probably stuck some eyeballs down here, so I have to run all the way back up to the kitchen and get some. Oh! yeah, we have this guy now. So we can actually build this lovely dude. Where are you? Well, I thought I got the... There it is. Only 50 bones. Grab ourselves 50 bones real quick. Stack. Boom. Now we can build this guy. Where should we stick him? Stick him upstairs for now. Or should we stick him in our base? No, let's stick him upstairs for now. For now, we're going to stick this guy. But we were able to get everything for that dude. So heck yeah. We're going to stick him there. But look how cool that is. I just like how having that thing around. Need to find a spot for it in our main base. We have enough to make another one. So we could make one more. So we can have like 2 of those. So maybe we'll do something in the main base for that. But we do need to get some items. So let's run back up top to our kitchen. That's where that is. I was looking to grab this one. I don't forget it. But we're going to be looking at upgrading some weapons to make sure everything's topped out, maxed out that I possibly can. If it is, we're good. Again, and I'm going to show you some comparisons on why I'm going to use this one and not a different one. Okay, 10. This will give us everything for this portal. Which I'm surprised we haven't... Oh yeah, because we need the new metal in order to make the big portals, but honestly, because we have... I know we're kind of cheesing it a little bit, it's fine. We'll probably make a couple just for funsies. But this run, no. When we do the new run to the new D4, if you might have that on there, we might actually do it. We don't have any mods on it now, but we might actually do a couple mods, just like some standard stuff. Let's see here. So as far as these guys, so you can see the Frostnir at base level 1 is 35-40 with 40 frost. With level 3 is 35 with 42 frost. The Porcupine is 50 blood with 45 pierce. And of course, if I upgrade that, the pierce is probably going to go up, but I'll probably still keep it 50 blood. Which is, I'll probably get a little over 100. Versus this is, it's less. However, this does frost damage. So I kind of want to, I'm going to probably let's make the Porcupine. I have the materials to do so. So 525. For those, we have a ton of them. Just gonna find them. Where you at, needle noses? All right, should be one. No, okay. So what am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, I need 10. 10. I need 10 of your. Let's make the Porcupine. I really do need to test out these ones over there. To upgrade this bad boy, I need some iron. Let's go ahead and grab some iron. We're going to max this sucker out. And we need one more upgrade for this entire thing to actually get that. But I do want to try out the bludgeoning over the slashing. I'm going to keep this guy with me just to have it. And I'm going to use 10 wood. I mean, right now I really don't need a whole lot. Alright, so I'm also going to upgrade. I'm going to swap out my... Let's go get some food. Get that going. Let's swap out Eek for thinking bone mass. I think bone mass is probably the best one for the Ashlands. I'm not doing magic, so I'm thinking bone mass is going to be our main thing. Let's relook at our guys. So bone mask, yeah, does resistance against blast, all the good stuff there. Block stamina. So that's resistance. Well, none of that's going to happen in the Ashlands. So Yagluth is another one. So you get blunt. So this is you just do more damage. However, you just do more damage overall. You do more blunt damage, slash damage, piercing, chop, pierce, fire, frost, lightning, poison, spirits, and all that stuff. Well, maybe frost. Maybe good old Yagluth is better than this. This is just good old resistance. You take a hit better. Actually, no. Let's do this guy's really good. Poison damage, and he's going to do some magic. That's what all that is. We're not rolling magic. Alright, so let's get up here. How do we trip to? Let's find a fun issue like this. That, we're gonna call this cash. No. Do that, and I can still do we're solid there. So here's Ashlands. These guys out. Let's go. Okay. A lot of this place is destroyed. So, I believe it was down here is where the big body is. So I'm gonna continue searching more over here. It's my overall goal there. So we're retesting both of these suckers out. We're gonna see which one worked better in the Ashland, the Frostmere or Porcupine. I'm gonna be giving these both a shot. I just don't think the sword's just not doing anything. I don't think it is. Like it does. Probably good against, you know, the little riding guys, but outside of that. There's more burnt skeletons than it is everything else. And there's more like the fire use thing, so. Pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly. Guys. Frostmere seems to be a two-hitter. Frostmere seems to be a two-hitter instead of a one-hitter. Whoa! I bought her. Come here. That's not bad. When you get out of the lava. Get out of the lava. Get out of the lava. Get out of the lava, thank you. That's pretty gnarly. That's still way better than... Seems to be pretty solid so far. Tired of the archers though. Come here, idiot. Oh. Frostmere seems to be the way to go so far. We're gonna swap over to this. We're gonna test this guy out. Howdy, howdy, Miss Chibi. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this actually seems pretty good. Okay, check this thing out. Seems to actually like stagger him too, so that's gonna be a big thing. Come on, break, 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 break. Thank you. Ow. Oh yeah, it's been a big, long time in this game, but we're finally getting back into it. The new 1.0. Deep North is releasing soon, so we're getting back into the game. Super fun. There's still so much. There's actually some new stuff in the last night. Come here. Yep. Alright, so still exploring. We barely got into Ashlands. Barely are breaking into it. So we have a lot of exploring to do here. A lot of new stuff to build. I'm mainly searching for strongholds. And wherever I can find where the strongholds are typically going to be, then I'm going to build a base kind of close by the strongholds. Alright, we got that big dude up there. We might have to take that guy on. Which... we should be able to. We should. Okay, so we have a stronghold. So there's one stronghold there. So we have one stronghold. Alright, so... and we have some metal over there. Okay. Come on. Come on. Alright, we're gonna swap to this guy. We're gonna see if this does any different. Come on. There we go. Okay, I think Frostnear's the way to go. I really do. Beefy dudes. Yeah, I think frost damage is doing a lot more damage to these guys. It's just the way to go. I'm gonna stick to Frostnear. Frostnear overall. Frostnear all. Okay, so that's gonna be our first stronghold right there. So meaning we need to build a base. So we're gonna actually do a couple things. One, I think we're gonna base right here. I think we'll claim this little spot right here. We'll break all this down, and this will give us the stuff that we need to actually build the stronghold base. So let's, for now, we're gonna do a couple things. One, oh, I need a workbench. That. Mist, metal, connect. Wow, ash metal. We're not in Mistlands, we're in Ashlands. Connect. Yep. Alright. So there's ash metal. This is Ashlands. missing wood? Yeah, I'm missing. Alright, partner. You and me. Come on. This is way better. Alright. Seems like we lost our workbench. Let's go get some wood. Then we're gonna do some stuff. Let's drop off some stuff that we have. Let's get some basic wood. We need building tools. And we're gonna need stone cutting bench. So let's dump off some of the stuff that I have. So like that guy can stay here. Dump off that. Porcupine, again, not my forte, so we're just gonna stick with this little combo there. That can go there. We have tons of this, but there we go. Where's my feathers? There we go. Alright, we need 10 wood. 10 wood to get that going. Okay, 4 stone bench. I need 10 more wood, 4 iron. And how much? 2 iron and 4 stone. Two iron. And then we're gonna need another hoe. Might have to make another one. Might actually have to make another. 5 and 2. There we go. It's getting dark. It is. We're gonna go to bed. I do not like dealing with Ashlands in the dark, so we're gonna head out of here. No way. I don't want to play with you. Ah. Start a fire. Grab some wood. We're running low on wood, aren't we? Alright. There we go. Up in our cozy bed. Cozy bed. Hey, 394. Honestly, not doing too bad. A lot of this is because we just fly all over the place. Not fly, but at least go through all the portals. Alright, let's get up here. We're gonna go through Ashlands. Alright, time to head back the direction we went. I didn't mark where I was. But we're going to destroy that because that's no longer there. partner. Should kill him, maybe. Almost died. Until it gets kind of hairy. I have to. Nice. Those vultures we took out. Bludgeoning for sure. Frost and bludgeoning for sure. We gotta take this. The less these spawners, the better. Oh, but geez. Break this right away. Where did you come from, partner? Okay, run! Where did that guy come from? This is the Ashlands, y'all. This is why I have it. Ashland says touch grass. Gonna happen a lot. This is gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a major thing. Over and over and over. It exploded from one side, surrounded by a bunch of other things on the other side. Ugh. Yep. We're gonna just do this just to have some health and a lot of stamina. Alright. Get back over. I think we have another portal up. I always have two portals. Why you always have two portals right here? This direction. When we get there, I'm also going to pop yeah, glue. So I can really throw down these guys. Probably going to be quite a bit. Get that extra damage done. Oh my god! It landed right on my head. Okay, hang on. Douchemongers. Hang on. I need help. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? This is Ashlands. This is Ashlands. Freaking it. it a second. Giving it a second. I don't know why, Surface. I don't know why, but it is. This is. Where did you come from? Jesus! Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna run. Oh my god, why is that thing behind me? Oh my god, jump! Jump! Jump a lot better than that, dude. Nah, I've already died once. Already died once. Alright. Dude, help me. Help me. Fight that guy. Oh, and I didn't get rest bonus? I'm a genius. I'm such a genius, y'all. I didn't get my rest bonus. I was too eager to get back. No wonder it's taking me so long to get my stamina back. Why? We're... With the vultures. Okay. Slowly get our stamina back. And there's another exploding dude. Check out the cave in a second. What is... Okay. Full health. Drop, 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 drop. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright, fire. God. That dude. That dude. Come here, you. Come here. We're doing this. Bring it. Oh. Have the block for this. Clips me, and I die again. I'm just trying to get my stuff back. Okay, Cowpoke, get rest bonus back before you leave. You need it. You don't have a choice in the matter. You need rest bonus. Let's go get food. All right, we're gonna make food. And there's nothing in there. All our fuel's burnt up. The fire's gone. Everything's gone. Okay. Let's make good, strong, healthy food. Alright, time to make food and redo all this. Nothing in there. over here. Okay, so we need. We don't have anything in the new stuff yet. Okay, we have that. Alright, so we need carrots, that. Carrots. That. A rabbit. Seriously, where's a rabbit? Rabbits, jeez. Okay, let's make a handful of these. At least one for now. We're gonna make one of those. We need that. That. One of those. Put this stuff back. I mean, a lot of the stuff is on my dead body. Okay. Just cooking. Waiting for the oven to go. There we go. So that, and that. Now we'll have good stam, and we'll have a lot of health. Let's get 21. Rest. Yep. Not there. Alright. Now that we have that, good rest. Actually have rest this time. Should be able to run back just fine. Should be able to fight just fine. We were doing great, but there's 1 stars everywhere, jillion everything everywhere else. You would think we cranked this thing up to the hardest difficulty. No, this is just default. This is just normal difficulty. It's that hard. The Ashlands is that messed up. Ashlands is just that messed up, y'all. It is that bad. One. I'm gonna break that spawner. I'm determined to break that spawner. So determined to break that spawner. How about you jump over? Kill. You two. Kill things. Do your job. Protect it. Nice. freaking spawner. Bastards. Come from? Alright, Mr. One Star. Do this. On your motto. All bullshit. Bullshit. Break that. Just go on the safe side. Alright. Clear, clear. I got my stuff back. Let's go inside this cave. Let's see what's inside. I don't want to go over there. I want to go inside the cave. It's fine here. Putrid hole. So what is this stuff? I don't need the ouch tissue. Alright. Let's see jackal here. Skeletons, we got pots. Pot pieces. Ooh, that's what we need right there. Okay, so let's get rid of. I need those. I need that. I don't need you, but I need you. There we go. We have molten cores now. That's going to give us the new portal. Don't need any of that. Those are the better arrows. Heck yeah. There we go. Let's get all these suckers. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh. Come on. Big boy down. All right. Well, we got some new things. Molten cores. I mean, we need those. We could finally actually make the silver one, the big ones, if we really, really wanted to. I'm gonna do this. Okay. And I'm gonna mark it as complete. Okay. Let's get out of here. There we go. Back on our little adventure. Let's get back to our little portal spot. Fewer of these little spawners, the better. Yeah, they're fighting. Ow. All right. We're going to test to see if this fixes it. We're going to see if this fixes it. All right. Well, now I have audio. I don't know when or... Alright, y'all, I apologize for not having any audio or sound or anything. Did not know I didn't have sound. I tested this multiple times. But for some reason, someone, which is the Surface, actually said there's no audio. That's what alerted me that there's no audio. So I had to restart my stream. So we are back up on the stream. I'm going to get back into Valheim. We're going to continue playing. So hopefully the sound and audio works now. If it does, please let me know. If it doesn't, please let me know. Let's see. But there we go. So I put that in there. Let's go over here. I think what happened. I've been doing tests with vertical streaming, and as soon as I try to go live with vertical streaming, I think that's what messed it up. And again, I had no idea when I did not have audio. I did test before I went live, listened to myself, and I heard that I had audio. I heard me play back. But at some point during this stream, I don't know when, I lost audio. So I've been out of audio for 2 hours, apparently. Could have been an hour, could have been 30 minutes, could be 2 hours. I don't know. I apologize, y'all. I do not know unless someone speaks up that there's no audio. I do not know that there's no audio. So I need to figure that out. That is crazy. I tested it before I went live. That's slightly irritating. Well, good thing that is a stream and not a recording, because I would be even more upset if it was. But we are good. We're going to get back into the game and continue on our build, because I'm still going to be streaming for quite a while. Let's get back into here. Oh, it's got to log back in, because I jumped out so I could focus on what's going on here. I really think what it is, like I said, I'm trying to do multi-streaming, and I'm trying to do vertical streaming, and I think at some point doing the vertical streaming did something, and it knocked it out. OBS was just not having it, I guess. I don't know what. I don't know. But now we should be good, hopefully. There we go. I need to keep a tab. There's that. So I can see that. There. Put that there. Put that there. Yay! That's good. It's good that people can hear me now. I mean, that's very, very good that people can hear me now, so. Oh, man. Like I said, I apologize for that. I don't know when it happened, so we're just going to ignore that it happened. We're going to continue on. So I do wonder, Service, when you jumped on earlier, could you hear me in the game? I know you only jumped on for a little bit. I know you're at work, but I'm just kind of curious at that point. There. What's this? this. Nope. Let's get our hoe back out. There we go. 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 Level all this out. The last bit of food that we have, we're gonna make some more. All right. I hear you out there, partner. I hear you. I definitely hear you. My background? So now my background? What? How is that possible? Huh. That's bad audio. Okay, okay, so then that confirms it. It is the vertical. It's the vertical portion. This is the new thing that I'm messing around with. It is the vertical stream, vertical recording. Like right now I don't have the vertical stream on, but I have panels over in the vertical section, so it seems like the vertical, even though that my primary sources and senses is there, my vertical ones are also bleeding over. It's messing up all this. Okay. That is annoying. That's super annoying. That's super annoying. But it's back here? Oh yeah, delay. Yeah, delay. Okay. Jeez. Well, I mean, that's what I get for testing things. Like, I mean, I'm trying new things, seeing what works, what doesn't. So, obviously, there's a learning curve when it comes to vertical streaming, vertical recording, vertical, all these things. So there's a learning curve to this. There is a learning curve. Yeah, it broke my OBS without me knowing it broke my OBS. Alright. There we go. Let's get... Oh, not those. These in here. Whoa! What are you doing in here? What are you doing in here? Oh, you gotta be kidding me with that. How did you get... Okay, so that's a thing? That's apparently a thing. That's a thing. Okay. Oh, crap. Alright. Get off me. Get off me. Pick that up. Put that there. Oh my gosh. You. Okay, so. Apparently they can jump in. They can jump in. So that's a thing. We're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna have to fix that. You know how to fix that is we're gonna have to make the heavy, get the stairs. Come on, it's off by because this is being that, we're gonna have to do this. Good thing I didn't die. Okay. So that's gonna be a thing, so we need to raise this up by 1. So it looks like we're gonna have to have slightly higher. Much, but slightly higher. Where is the... Those are 2s. I don't want 2s. We're gonna need... We're gonna have to do this. Between 2. Just gonna be off because everything is odds. Because I was building around the freaking thing in here, it's just everything's off by like 1. Okay, we're just gonna do this then. Hopefully this raises it up just enough that they can't get over. Then I'm going to go around and lower everything around this as well. We're raising this up so this thing can't jump in. It's a 1-star, but what if I like 3 of these guys? There you go. There's that dude. And it is night. Of course, it's night. So let's get back here. Oh. Down here, down here, down here. Now we gotta repair everything. Plus I need my rest bonus. That's gonna be another thing. There we go. Let's slide that bar over so I can see that. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum bum. There you go. Try to repair everything we can. I think everything just needs to be repaired. Pig. Okay. Get back to filling this all in. We do a lot of things first before we start refilling all this out. We need to go around, put this a little bit higher, then we need to lower everything else around us by like one. Blowing up on the outside. Inside, I don't like. Blow up over there. It's gonna blow up. we go. Now we have that squared away. Let's get out here and kind of see about digging this a little bit farther out. Try to really get some distance between the ground and the floor here. Come on, Simon. That's a good distance-ish. That's a good distance-ish, maybe. Should be good from there. Should be. That's destroyed. That's destroyed. Alright. Anything else busted up in here that I just need to repair? Alright, now we have some distance on the ground. Alright, let's get back to filling in everything else. Almost done. Come on. Almost done with the base. So I need to get a bunch of stone so we can build out. There we go. Boom. There we go. We have ourselves a tiny little fortress in the Ashlands. Alright, there's that guy. Let's see if we can jump in. Doesn't look like he can. He's trying to. Hopefully we have enough distance from the ground, and now we have that lift, so hopefully he can't get up here. Okay, so now I need to go get, I do need more. I'm just kind of curious if this guy can actually get in here now. Doesn't seem like it though. He's trying. He's trying. I did level this thing out, so I don't think he can get in. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think. God, I hope so. Alright. Let's go drop off some of the stuff that I have. Then let's build ourselves a little frame. space that's in there. You up, you up, you up, you up, you up, you up, you up. Alright, well, let's see how much of this stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna be taking some from here. We can get more. I'm not afraid of getting more of the stuff. We get plenty of the stuff. But now I want to build out kind of like what I destroyed, but we're gonna replace it. The thing is, do I want it in the middle? Put it in the middle. Yeah, come on. Wet. Is it raining out there? I'm gonna drive pretty quickly though. No biggie. No biggie. Alrighty. So we can try to put this like in the back or something. We're going to be building out the small little building. So what we're going to be doing for this is trying to figure out this roof. Quite done roof like this yet. Right now I'm kind of messing with it. That curves up there. So what are these things? Roof corner, we have arch roof. There's that roof corner and that roof corner. So these are just different roof corners. These are just different roof corners. So there's those roof corners, and then there's these. I like the curved ones better. What are you doing? No, why? That's not what I was aiming at. It's not what I was aiming at. So, I want these roofs. I think I need to do like a well, 5x5 is what was. So let's do a 5x5. Let's see what that kind of does for us. Do this. So in the middle, we need the absolute middle, which I think is right. Yeah, I think this is the absolute middle. So we need to do 1, 2, 3. This corner. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. I think that's about right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3. Let's push it back some. Let's push it back some. So let's not put it right in the middle. Put it back there. That's too bad. I think this will give us more room up front, which is I'd rather have. I'd rather have the more room up front, and we can do more stuff out here. Alright. guy's still jumping around up there, so he can't get in. So we are good. Maybe we need to go get some regular wood. Can't do odds. Kind of stinks. This base is kind of built on this. Maybe when surface comes on, surface, if you feel around, maybe when you're on one day, we'll shrink this down by 1. Like, just take this, just like shave off like 1 section, and just shave it down to make it even. Might have to do that. But for now, we're gonna have to do evens. Odds are just not gonna work. So we're gonna do a 4x4. This place doesn't need to be a big. This place does not need to be big. We're gonna do evens, and we're gonna shrink in that side to here because it gets us farther away from that lava. So we're gonna shrink this in by everything comes in by 1. So everything comes in by 1. So it comes in there. To there, that's where to go. So this should now be 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. This will be like a little cathedral. This should be enough for a couple beds, and everything, and the workbenches. We might build like a little extension off to the side. We might do something like that. So let's see about just at least getting this frame up here. I don't know why I did that because that was the only thing that was going to be correct there. But I'm gonna want more people for. I'm gonna need surface if I'm just out there because it's all pain. I don't want to do it. Let's get this on to there. Next up, I am going to want to do this. how tall. So we need to go up one more. I think the other door is taller than that. So we're going to need to go up one. Sleep, we need food. Yeah, we need sleep, we need food, and we need wood for scaffolding. The rest of this, and then pick up some more stuff. I'll be quiet. I like swinging on there because then I hit the rocks and sometimes the rocks snap off. Sometimes. Not all the time. But sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. Ooh, I need to grab some more food. No, let's just do that. Ice down. A little bit of health. So I kind of want to finish this off. Go. Let's grab some more stone. Day 400. There we go. Nope. And I need wood. Need a lot of wood, but there we go. I think 40 pieces of wood should be plenty. Should be plenty for scaffolding and everything else. That. Let's get some scaffolding going. So for the roof, let's do this. I'm honestly not too sure what to do with the roofs. I'm not really big on knowing how to model with these roofs. Not really. There's curves. I don't really model these with a whole this is gonna be somehow a learning thing. So if I had something like this. We're gonna have to have some start off. Again, I have no idea. I have no idea. And I even do something like this here? Okay, I can do something like that. What's better? What's better? Is it this one first? Then this? I mean, it's not this than this. Flip to there, but if I did this, that worked for the inside. So it doesn't give you that curve. I don't like the curve. I mean, the Ashland stuff is just kind of right. I'm gonna try to do it though. I'm gonna try to do an Ashland roof out here. But and then like these are just like the pointed version. So those are the round ones. Right? These are the round arch ones. That's just a roof corner. That's an arch roof corner. So I think that's just how this is gonna have to look. It's kind of connect all the way. Cool. Maybe it's because of how it's sitting on the roof or on the post. Is there a difference with? Let's rebuild this down here real quick. So if I had a point there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I had, let's see here. Just in slightly. Okay, well, let's go down. One, two, three, four. To do like these first for the roof, and then come in and like swap them around. This start off with yeah, we're gonna need to do 5. Let's do 5 because arch thing. This. This. This is so weird how this roof works. It's so weird. Roofs are weird. It's like they didn't really think about this one that well. up. Give me that type of angle there. That's inside the house a little bit though. I do something to get that like so I can do something like that. I can't do like a corner. Trying to make is like, you have that, and then you have that right there. And so it's those two things sticking out, it's not there. So I can do like an actual corner that way. I can't do that with anything. I do that with straight pieces. I have, it says this is a corner, it's moving this. I got this cuts in. See, it needs to be the other way. So I can probably do that. Okay, so I can do that there. And I do it round it next to it. Looks like right. So yeah, none of that. Those don't work like that. I can't do the roof. Can't do like a round, like a rounded. You all know what I'm talking about. But it's do the rest of the scalpel thing here. Looks like I'm gonna have like a peak thing in the middle and then those things on the sides. Alright, so we're gonna do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then insert there. Then insert there. And then insert. To cut that corner to like round that out. And he's got to just like shoot this all the way down. Maybe that's like my only like go-to right now. I mean, that's the only thing I can do. I can't curve this. There's no way to curve it. Even with these two, it's dangerous. No, I don't think they're different angles. They're just one's left and one's right. I think they're all the same angles, but this doesn't connect that way. Probably curve it with that, and then it kind of throws all that off. Let's do. Okay, we are just going to do the round parts. Something that really fits well with that other part of the roof. So we're just going to do that. I'll look through like things that we have going on. Something like that. If I do this, what do I do? Alright, well, I mean, that's about as... that's about as good as we're going to be able to get it like that. And it's already night. Of course it's already night. Why not? Why is it not already night? Now let's get the new wood and fill them in. We're going to use the actual new wood to actually do the inside parts. We're not going to do like full stone all the way around. We're going to use the new wood. And course, we have a little bugger out there hitting freaking everything. Why not? I'm gonna just do all stand because I can get plenty of running around. And it's all foggy. It's all foggy. I see two little lights glowing in the distance. Running straight for them. Oh, wait. To the barn. I need the woods. I need the woods. The new woods. The new woods. Good. Alright. New wood is going to be ash wood. There we go. See how this actually does. So let's go into alright. Now that we have the new one, which is these guys, let's see. I'm just trying to like really? Oh. I'll repair my hammer. Over here. Pretty sure I can do like Come on. wood. All this stuff's like really nice, real pretty. Maybe we can like swap out like the base stairs. We'd have to test it. We do need to actually replace it. Okay. So gosh, I hate building with this like the stone for the roofs and everything. It's just so bad. Just can't really get this to work. Just can't get it to work. I mean, I'm kind of baffled. I'm kind of baffled. I mean, it just looks like crud. Yeah, I can take out some stuff, but how that roof is, it's just... I just don't like it. It's just so ugly. There's nothing really you can do. Even if you had, like, big stuff or the small stuff. Like you can only do that, and then it's just going to be like another... It's horrible. It's not an actual piece that's like a twofer. This needs to actually have a 2 double single. That's what it needs. And you can't have that really. I mean, you could. Then I can replace like skinny things. But it still doesn't solve the issue. Like, for instance, it does not solve the issue. See? Still sticks out. Still doesn't solve that issue. And you're always going to have these little gaps because there's nothing that fills in with wood. And there's really nothing that fills in for the so you can use that to fill that in. You can do that. But that's kind of like kind of cluttered. You have all this like nice wood there, and then you have these to fill in that. Like you need that with the wood. You need the wood with that, but we're just gonna do it. Like I'm trying to do this with the yeah, I could put it in. I'm gonna leave that there for so like for this guy sit on the outside. And we can do little bit better. If I got rid of like corner pieces, so you can get this little gap. I just like crap. Leaving these other pieces there. Good, but then look at this. Like, look at that. It's just, you can't solve that one. See? It just doesn't, it's just crap. It's just crap. You can shoot, yeah, you can shoot that across. But that's just, it's just crap. It was crap. Oh, how is this freaking supposed to work? There's just missing pieces. There's just missing pieces for this. It's just missing. It's just missing. This has so much potential for just ugly. This in here. So like you can go there. You come out of that. Put you there. Portal. You there. Now I'm going to leave you there. For now, I'm just going to leave you there. I do need some more stone in order to actually get like this piece. So if I build this like that. This is crap. It needs something that goes. It's just. Oh. Why am I not clear? And you can close it in, so it makes this like little deal. Let's see if there's some. Not even like the same. How is that off? Like, what is this? God, this thing is off. Well, I mean, that looks a lot better than it did. It still looks like crap. Like, I still think it looks like crap. I don't know about y'all, but I still think this looks like utter blue. It just does not look good. Like, it looks like it has potential to look good, but it just doesn't look good. I don't think it looks good. Obviously, I gotta do, like, the rest of it on the other side, too. Gotta do something about this. I don't even know what to do about this. Right. Put this little guy back. If I did... I'll have to do something like this. And then build... Maybe like that. That. Do something like that in order for that to even look somewhat decent. Alright, well I guess that's what we're going to do there, and then this guy? That doesn't even connect all the way to the top. And that's not going to work at all. Have to do something like that. It doesn't even connect all the way. That would look really like that. So it's gonna have to look like something like this. So once we all get this all kind of squared, and bring the rest of the stone over. So let's bring that last little bit of stone over. Is that really getting nighttime all over, like already? that. Grab that last bit of stone. I think we should have enough without me running out there and risking blowing up my entire place just to get some stone. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do to make it look somewhat halfway decent. I think that's what we're gonna have to do in order to make it like halfway decent. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Let's get the stone. Let's go grab that before we pass it. I want that last bit of stone there. I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be enough. But we can at least try to get at least a little bit more done. I know Service wants to come in here and do the twirling stairs. I think it's going to be way better for in here. So that'll be another upgrade. We have a lot of upgrades to do. So little time. We didn't die like half a billion times. I think that would have been crazy. And we were able to actually get these walls up fast enough. I think it would have been alright. Alright, well let's finish this up. Just shy. That thing, what's out here? Yeah, that guy right there. What's out here. You can blow this little spot up right over here. Nope. That gives us the stone. There we go. Alright, let's finish this little section up. That. And we need to do that. That. And then that. There we go. Well, y'all, I think that's got about doers for this little, I mean, all it's really here for is if we needed to, we can put a couple beds down if we wanted to. Little storage things to keep everything in here safe. It's just like a little, it's just like a little keep type thing. But we were managed to actually get this entire thing built up. Of course, we need to go around and we need to shrink this down by 1, I think, because I kind of want it symmetrical. So we need to shrink this down by 1, and then we'll actually be even. So we got to remember with this stone, definitely has to be even, especially if you're going to try to do a roof with the darn stuff. It has to be even. I just don't know how else to actually do anything with that type of stuff. But it is what it is. We have our Ashlands, quote unquote, base. It's set up. We have everything there, or everything here. We have our little men. I think they overlap too much and it kind of conflicts. So I think what we need to do is we'll probably just do one there and one there. And that should be big enough to cover this entire thing. I think having that there and that there is just kind of overpowering it or whatnot. Or we can just bring it down and just have the one. I need to figure out what the actual radius is for that. Maybe we can just have one here. But we have our bubble. We're next to a keep. I think there's more keeps out there. There's metal right there. There's more metal out and around us. There's metal that way. There's metal, like I said, that way. And I'm pretty sure there's metal around out there, but I'm pretty sure there's more metal here. So we can start. There's probably more bases out this direction and everything else, but it'll be a good start for when we come back. Hopefully Thursday. I'm going to try to see if I can do a Thursday stream. We're going to try to finish the rest of this up. And then start gathering the new metal that's over there, because we need the metal for. The metal is going to be used to actually make. Yeah, there's another base right there. You see that green light? Just like that one. So there's another base right over there. So what we actually need the metal for is to make the battering rams. That's the freaking thing. We need battering rams in order to smash in the front doors. It's going to be our best bet. So that's what we're going to be working on towards. Hopefully I can get Surface on maybe Thursday. I think she'd be free on Thursday. And maybe we can do one, and maybe we will have audio during that time. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, if anything else, I think this works. Obviously, it's been keeping all the little ash guys off of us. It's now tall enough for this little lip here and low enough the guys can't jump in. The walls are strong enough to take a blast and everything. The other stuff is just not coming around us because now we actually have an actual thing. I mean, I keep staring at it. It looks like crap. It does. It has potential. Hopefully with 1.0 in the Deep North, they add some stuff to this, something with this, because it's just not great. I mean, the walls look really cool. These little things look awesome, way better than the plain stone that we have. It has potential to do stuff, but the roofs are horrible. I don't know how anybody actually built the roofs. Plus, the tar roofs look better to me, in my opinion, anyways. There's just not a lot of good enough options to really get this to pop out the way it should and everything. At least that's my opinion. But anyways, y'all, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there today. So I hope y'all enjoyed the little bit that we actually did do today. And I'll catch y'all on the next ride. Adios.